Good morning. I'm Sean Forrest, and I've been CEO at Alarm Funding now for almost 2 years. I have a long background in security. I've had a number of roles as CEO and CFO at some of the larger companies in our industry. Before that, I was a banker and started groups specializing in lending to the security alarm industry. I've seen it all in our industry. I've been deeply involved in commercial and fire, national accounts, residential, and video monitoring, all on a national scale. And I've worked with local and regional companies and branch operations. I think I'm the only person in the industry who has loaned and borrowed over $1 billion. Thank you for joining us for our 12th annual partner conference and our first and hopefully only virtual conference. This has been quite a strange year for all of us, with COVID, severe storms, riots in our cities, and a contentious election. We even had Tom Brady leaving the Patriots for the Buccaneers, and Tampa Bay becoming a great sports city with a Stanley Cup and a near miss at the World Series title. But a crisis, or how we handle it, can provide unique opportunities for differentiation. COVID has caused many to rethink their businesses and find new ways to succeed. AFA has been operating completely remotely since St. Patrick's Day, without interruption and with consistently strong call center and operating performance. Our customer direct group consistently answers calls in an average of 25 seconds, while many call centers have forced their customers to endure waits of 30 minutes or more. We know that long hold times don't fly in the security business. Every interaction causes the customer to evaluate their own sense of security and peace of mind. Our team has used technology and teamwork to get the job done during COVID. We've used our 3CX phone system provided by our friends at Engage to enable our agents to operate from home. And we've adopted Teams and Zoom for video conferencing to simulate that face-to-face contact that is so important. We also have an extremely talented and dedicated team at AFA who ignored all the distractions and focused on customers and partners. I could not be more proud of our team this year. Our central stations have weathered these unprecedented circumstances to provide uninterrupted monitoring service. This could not have been easy, although they made it appear that it was. Monitoring is the foundation of all that we do, and we appreciate the great continuity provided by our monitoring partners. All of you have weathered this storm as well, providing continuous service and new installations by navigating the uncharted waters of PPE, employee and family illnesses, the $600 unemployment boost, and uneasy customers. I'm quite proud of what we have all accomplished during COVID, and I hope you are too. I'm a big believer in straightforward and transparent communication, and we've pushed that in our culture change at AFA. To be in partnership means that communication needs to be open and honest. This is true for our partnership with our partners, our suppliers, and certainly our employees. We have all-hands meetings for our 100 employees every month, where I update everyone on how we're doing, what changes are coming, and then I answer their questions and gather their suggestions. These meetings have made our business stronger, our team is tighter and more knowledgeable, and they've really helped us break down the old department silos. This communication style has also given our team the ability to do the same with our partners and customers, with the example of being transparent. The theory is that if the CEO can admit mistakes and discuss our hurdles and potential solutions, then everyone can. I hope you've noticed the difference in your dealings with AFA. Communication is key to everything we're trying to accomplish. As everyone at AFA has heard me say, good things happen when we talk to our customers, and good things happen when we talk to our partners. It's universally true, isn't it? And doesn't it carry over to the big things in life? Good things happen when you talk to your kids. Good things happen when you talk to your spouse, your friends, your parents. With all that said, I'm going to update you on what's going on at AFA. I'm going to discuss some of the changes we've made and share a preview of our plans for the future. This will be followed by a live Q&A session where you can ask about any of these items or anything else on your mind. It's our hope that you participate in this conference at the same level you did when we were in person, as each session is designed for interaction. We've been very busy transforming our company over the last 2 years. As I said in my presentation at last year's partner conference, we changed the way we were doing business in order to survive. Last year, we were experiencing rapidly rising attrition, significantly declining margins. We were paying above market for accounts, especially commercial maintenance and inspection accounts with small margins. We experienced a large-scale fraud on the part of our largest and oldest partner. We had dramatically outgrown our own infrastructure and our ability to serve customers and partners. We hadn't properly developed our own call center, our technical capabilities, or our own systems to where we could monitor our own performance. And at the core of all this, we had deteriorated the relationships with our partners that are so critical to our partner model. This happened through neglect, a confusing structure, lack of responsiveness, and slow payment to our partners. We also faced a financing crisis brought on by our own performance, but accentuated by the financing crisis our industry faces with the departure of several banks who have supported the industry growth over the last 25 years. In short, we had a lot to get done and we needed to move quickly. One of our early priorities was to reorganize ourselves. We changed our structure from transactional to relationship, from short-term to long-term. We had 13 different groups, all reporting to the CEO. This created silos, small groups, a lack of teamwork that I'm sure you felt as partners. We now have 4 groups: Customer Direct, led by Glenn Albers; Acquisitions, Relationship Management and Marketing, headed by Joe Monachino; Partner Services, led by Sarah Goldstein; and Corporate Services, headed by our CFO, Greg Matecki. We created a field force to focus on our partner relationships over the long term. We have 5 relationship managers who live in their territories and are responsible for the relationships with our partners. Kevin Keenan lives in Charlotte and manages the Southeast. David Steinbrunner lives in Dallas and manages the Southwest. Kara Davidson lives in Maryland and manages our Mid-Atlantic region, which stretches across the Midwest. Kelly Keene lives in Massachusetts and covers the Northeast, and Taylor Riley has just joined us on the West Coast. She lives in San Diego. John Westoff, our Senior Vice President of Acquisitions, ably filled in the Southwest before we found David, and in the West before Taylor joined us. We also created internal teams within Partner Services to support our RMs and also to serve our partners within the territories. Bruna Johnson and Debbie DeAngelis fill those relationship support manager roles, assisted by Karen Santiana and Charlene Schreiner. We expect to add more support to this strategy in the coming year. We're consolidating our monitoring to COPS, CMS, and NMC, all high-quality providers who each offer their own brand of excellence. We've upped our game in service with hiring and training and are now measuring and increasing our fixed-on-phone percentage, which is now at 80%. Fixing issues over the phone is universally liked by our customers. They all prefer a phone fix to a service visit, no matter how quickly the technician shows up. Attrition has been reduced significantly. We concentrated on customer experience, which in our unique model is driven by our own contact and largely by the engagement of our partners. Your engagement is essential to the customer experience. All of our customers selected a local provider. They all had the option of selecting a national like ADT or a do-it-yourself alternative, and all selected the local option. Our strategy is to always provide what they bought: an engaged, locally branded experience to provide outstanding service in a personalized manner. We've worked hard to encourage engagement by our partners. We've done that with relationship managers being proactive in resolving old conflicts, by offering an enhanced set of partner incentives centered around the customer visit. Sarah will go through that in more detail later on. And by providing reporting that is more understandable and focused. We also accelerated the payment of our bills, especially during the pandemic. We wanted to be a good partner by paying quickly when everyone needed it most. Adoptions have been a big factor in our turnaround. Over the last decade, we had a number of partners who left. Life cycle issues. They retired, went out of business, sold out, or even passed away. In the past, AFA would ask other partners to perform service or use a subcontractor to cover. But that's not the experience the customer signed up for. And as you might expect, we experienced very high attrition on these orphan bases. We needed new local partners to rebrand the sites and treat them like their own customers. We needed to restore the local presence of an engaged partner. So we started asking partners to adopt these orphan bases. We've also found new partners who were not in our program to adopt bases. They found the opportunity to expand their branded base and the revenue associated with doing the adoptions to be compelling. We have added some outstanding companies to our partner base through adoptions. To move the adopted customer up on your priority list, we offered special incentives to visit each customer, rebrand the site, and establish the local relationship that's so critical to the customer experience. This strategy is making a meaningful impact on our results. My sincere thanks to all of you who have taken on these adoptions and have brought these customers into your base. Please talk to your relationship manager if you're interested in adoptions. We have more left to do. The result of all of this was a complete turnaround of our performance. Attrition is down significantly and continues to decline. Margins are healthier, with more room to grow as we complete our monitoring consolidation and enhance our technology. Our customer experience is much better, and our partner experience is also improving with our new structure. One of the largest projects has been the refinancing of our business, and through all of these changes, we worked to provide capital for our future growth. This took a long time, more than 18 months, with Greg Matecki and I making over 130 presentations to potential investors and lenders. We got close to a solution a couple of times, only to be derailed first by the Benham fraud and then by COVID, which scared the financial community for a period of time. By continuing our focus on improving the business, we were able to attract new capital to the business. I'm happy to report we finally closed on our refinancing in September with the best possible outcome. We now have new lenders and the same investors that have been so supportive of this transformation, Riverside Partners and Audix Group. They've reinvested in the business, and we're now reloaded for growth, looking to double our size over the next 5 years while we maintain the rapid pace of improvement that we've established over the last 2. With all of these changes, we've redefined our business and our priorities. We're no longer just an acquisition company that buys RMR. We're first and foremost a security company providing protection to our customers. We do that with a unique partner model where the local experience is provided by locally operated professionals. Our business is highly focused on the local alarm company and doing everything we can to help you prosper. We offer our partners liquidity, which is an important component of both business and personal goals. Ongoing revenue opportunities through service revenue, partner incentives, and customer referrals. The ability to grow your brand and revenue base through account-based adoptions. Saving on critical alarm equipment through our new programs with AlarmX and ADI, which Glenn Alberts will introduce later. Enhanced technology and access that Jim Mays will describe in more detail in his technology roadmap presentation, and support from our call center and technical experts. As we embark on our new beginning, we decided it was a great time for us to rebrand. Alarm Funding Associates reflects only one facet of our business, providing liquidity to local alarm companies. And it's confusing to customers because we don't sound like an alarm company with over 100,000 customers. And we had a puzzling explanation when customers inquired. So we searched for a name that would bridge that divide and fill that void. We chose a name we could be proud of to our end user customers who reached us by phone or looked us up. We chose a name that embodied the partner model and our close connection to our local partners. We chose a name that's more simple and more versatile than Alarm Funding Associates. And we chose a name that doesn't have a 3-letter acronym. We chose Alarm Connections. Here's our new logo, symbolizing the pyramid of support for our customers by our partners, our monitoring partners, and ourselves, and the initials AC. Here is the name and the logo. Our tagline is Secure Protection Local Professionals, embodying our commitment to the local experience and our partners who provide that experience. Our intention remains to lead with your local brand. Our new branding will allow us to stop hiding in the background as we always have as AFA. As Alarm Connections, we're able to support our local partners with national resources, including liquidity, billing, better purchasing leverage, technology, and support. We'll roll this out in the coming weeks and months as changes are implemented, including a new website, new email addresses, new invoices, and more. We're very excited about our new beginning as Alarm Connections and look forward to your feedback in our live session in a few minutes. I want to close with a story and some perspective from earlier in my career as a CFO. HSM was spun out of Honeywell. It was a large and complex company with $9 million of RMR, $100 million of annual installation revenue, 46 branches across the country doing mostly commercial and national accounts business, and we had 1,200 employees by the time we sold it. Jim Covert was our CEO and put together a highly talented team that included Tim Wall, who went on to be CEO of ADT, Tony Byerly, the current CEO of Securitas Electronic Security, and Don Young, who's currently COO at ADT. In all, 8 of us from that team have served as president or CEO in our industry. It was an amazing group of people, and I learned a great deal about operations during my time there. From branch level operations to managing a large organization and the challenges of delivering consistently high quality, a focus on customer experience and the need for excellent data and reporting to achieve efficiency and consistency. What I also learned at HSM was that we were not chasing ADT. While we were the second largest commercial company at the time, and we were competing with ADT on every national account opportunity, ADT wasn't even in the dialogue with our 46 branches. It was the local guys. Our ultimate goal was to provide a customer experience as good as the local guys were already doing. We wanted to provide same-day service like the local guys. We wanted our personnel to build relationships with customers like the local guys. We started measuring same-day service and improved it from 25% to 80%. And we dropped attrition under 8%. And all sorts of good things started happening. Call center volume dropped because customers were happier. Customers stopped complaining about service bills because we were there right away. They paid their bills faster, and we started getting customer referrals, the lifeblood of growth for all of us. I can tell you that it was an elusive goal. We never got as good as the best of you do already. The message and culture created by focusing at the local level and trying to be as good as the local guys drove us to success. That lesson has stuck with me ever since, and it is at the forefront of our strategy at Alarm Connections. This is a long way of telling you why I'm so excited about our collective future. Our business has surely become more competitive with new product offerings, better DIY offerings with big marketing dollars behind them, and customers have more choices. ADT, Simply Safe, Vivint, and Amazon are all formidable competitors. But customer choices will always include a local option. Advice and service from someone they know and trust drives greater value, greater confidence in the purchase decision, and the peace of mind and convenience they're all looking for. The nationals are all trying to do what you've been doing forever. Amazon tried it briefly and gave up. Google Nest tried it alone and decided they needed ADT. To really compete, everyone needs to execute. To succeed on a local level, service needs to be fast and friendly. We have to have the best and latest technology and be wise about how it's packaged and integrated, and we have to continuously sell value. Alarm Connections is here to help you succeed and compete. We'll do that with capital, with buying power, with support, with technology, and sharing of best practices. Thank you all for being an Alarm Connections partner and for sticking with us while we change and improve. Special thanks to our new partners who have joined us in the last year. We value your contribution to our network of local professionals. We really wish we were in person and could give you better opportunities to network and learn from each other. Our virtual platform will allow some of this, but it doesn't quite match up to an outing at Deep Eddy Distillery or a sing-along on the bus ride home like we had at last year's conference in Austin. Please join us for a live Q&A after this session. I look forward to your questions and your feedback. Thank you.